Hey guys, Stacy here. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. Today I will be reacting to the American Academy of, Dermatology, their video about how to treat for head lice. I viewed this video maybe a year or so ago, and a lot of their information is wrong about how to treat for head lice. Mind you, this video was made maybe I think about 10 years ago, but I haven't seen an updated version of how to treat for head lice on their channel. If you guys seen an updated version of this video, you can just let me know down in the comments or you can just email it to me. But let's get started on this reaction.
Or your child has head lice, the very thought can be emotionally disturbing. The good news is that you cannot get any diseases from the bugs, and you can get rid of lice with proper treatment. Follow these tips from dermatologists to check for and treat lice. First, see if your child has lice by sitting your child under a bright light. Separate hair into sections and carefully search each section. Look for eggs, called nits, that look like tiny seeds attached to the hair. In contrast to dandruff, the nits cannot be easily removed from the hair. The nits can be yellow, brown, or tan if the lice haven't hatched. Live.
So this is right. The nits cannot be easily removed like dandruff can. I always tell people, rule of thumb, I would look the front hairline, like basically around the perimeter of the hair for eggs. It might just be a little bit easier. Also, do the touch test, which is if you see something, you're not sure if it's an egg or not. If you can pull it if you have to pull it with force out the hair, it's most likely a nit. But if you can flick it off fairly easily, it's most likely dandruff. Just rule of thumb on how to know whether it's a nit or just dandruff. And usually usually a nit is more of a tannish color.
Nits are clear and found within an inch of the scalp. Lice and nits are more commonly found in the hair behind the ears and around the nape of the neck. If you or your child has lice, follow these tips. Use a shampoo or lotion specially formulated to kill lice. This usually involves lathering the shampoo into.
So this is wrong. Shampooing the hair if you already have lice doesn't do anything at all. I would say shampooing using lice shampoos is better after the fact once you don't have lice, more of as a preventative. But if you already have lice, shampooing won't do anything. And one of the treatments or the product that they just shown is the products that don't work. I believe it's Rid that they show. I'm not completely sure, but it's one of the over-the-counter products you get from like Walmart, Walgreens. But those type of lice treatments, they don't work at all. I've had so many clients that use them and it did not get rid of them, and they had to call me to remove the lice for them. So just to let you guys know.
To the hair and leaving it on for a few minutes before rinsing it out. Many products are effective, but not all are used in the same way. Be sure to follow the directions. After rinsing, comb through the wet hair with the lice comb that comes with the shampoo.
That is the completely wrong lice comb to use. As you can see, the comb that she's using, it's made out of plastic, so it will break easily. And usually the lice combs that comes in those kits, the teeth are so wide that they completely go through the hair and they miss the nits entirely. And that's how you don't really get rid of the lice, because the nits are still left behind. And eventually, once the nits are left behind, then a new generation of lice will begin again, because the eggs will hatch and then, you're back at square one. So that type of lice comb, do not use at all.
The teeth on these combs are much closer together than regular combs and more likely to remove the lice and nits. Avoid shampooing the hair for a few days. This lets the medication continue to work. Since lice shampoos are often more successful at killing the lice than the nits, the directions may suggest using the product again within 7 to 10 days. This helps to kill nits that have hatched since the last treatment. Continue to comb through the hair once a day for several weeks to be sure you remove the lice and their nits. This is often easier to do with wet hair. Use hot water to wash clothes, sheets, pillowcases, blankets, and anything the person.
So, in regards to cleaning, you don't have to wash every single thing you own if you have lice or if somebody in your family has lice. I would say the most you will need to clean is just the immediate bedding, pillowcases, comforter sheets. Regularly wash them, put them in the dryer for 30 minutes. And most likely, there's nothing going to be on your sheets anyway. That's more of a precautionary measure. Lice needs to live on your scalp. They get the blood, they need the blood and also the warmth from your scalp. Once they're off your head, they'll die. They won't, it isn't like they jump from person to person. They crawl really fast and they can only maneuver through your hair. So even if you have a rug or if you have a pet or anything like that, they can't live on things, just on people. Even with pets, they can't live on an animal because animals have different blood than humans do. So even let's say a bug, a louse bug, falls on a dog, a cat, whatever pet you have, they'll die instantly because animals have different blood than people do. So don't worry about needing to clean your whole house top to bottom. There's nothing going to be there.
Person's head may have touched. Seal non-washable items such as stuffed animals in a plastic bag for several weeks. Vacuum.
If you have little kids and they do have stuffed animals, you don't really need to do anything to the stuffed animals. But if you are worried about it, you can put the stuffed animals in the dryer for 30 minutes, or you can just leave them alone. If they are heat sensitive, you can just put the stuffed animals in a bag and leave it alone for 24 hours. Other than that, that's all you really need to do. Also, if there's any hair accessories, combs, brushes they use on a regular basis, you can put them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer for 3 hours. And that's the extent of the cleaning you would need to do.
Your carpets and furniture. Do not use lice-killing sprays as chemicals can cause more harm than the lice. Lice don't.
Yes, please don't use those lice sprays that comes in those kits. It doesn't do anything. And then there's a lot of harsh chemicals in those sprays that you don't want to breathe in.
Don't live very long off the human head, so your best bet is to spend most of your energy combing through the hair. Lice don't fly or jump. They often spread when kids put their heads together, wear each other's hats or scarves, or share comb.
The number one way people get lice is from other people through head-to-head contact, hugging, selfies, close personal contact. Seldom would you get lice from sharing a hat, sharing combs, even though that is possible. 99% of the time you get it from somebody directly through what I mentioned before, hugging, selfies, whenever your head touches somebody else's head or hair-to-hair contact.
Or brushes. Remind your child to avoid sharing those things.
If you have questions or concerns about caring for your hair, you should make an appointment to see a dermatologist.
To find a dermatologist in your area.
Okay, so this is the end of the video. So some of the stuff they had right, but a lot of it they had wrong. If you have any other questions, please comment down below and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.